You've got a problem? That's great! Now, what's so great about it? Napoleon Hill, in his book, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, used this phrase a lot. He would say, you've got a problem? That's great! Now, what's so great about it? And in that, he said that in every adversity in life, there's a seed of equal to or greater benefit in it. And so in every adversity, every struggle, every trial in life, there's a seed of equal to or greater benefit in that struggle. So if you think about a clam shell, a clam or an oyster, when a little bit of sediment gets in that it sees as foreign or dangerous, it coats it and coats it and coats it, and that can become a pearl. And so it takes that thing that could be harmful and turns it into something that's valuable. So that's the idea of turning your mess into your message. So if you were at the part in your journey right now where you feel so much pain, you feel so much opposition, and you are just ready to give up, you're just ready to be done, that's great. Because that means you're at a place right now where you realize that the way you are living is not working and something has to change. You might be contemplating suicide, and that would be a drastic change, right? Things would definitely change. But there are other options as well. So suicide actually is an act of hope. It's an act of, if I do this, then the pain will stop. If I do this, then I'll feel better. So it's an act of hope. And it's a drastic, long-term, permanent choice to a situation, oftentimes a temporary situation. Because if we look at life, life is a series of ups and downs, mountains and valleys. So if you are at a very deep valley right now and you're feeling the pains and the struggles that are coming with it, just know that you are at a valley and you are being invited right now to learn and grow. And so just like the clamshell, there's an image when I do classes, I like to share this. And so I'm going to share this here with you. Here. But right here, these are our obstacles. These are our struggles in life. And when you get through here, you can either learn the lesson or you can avoid the lesson. If you avoid the lesson, you come back, you can avoid the lesson, avoid the lesson, avoid the lesson. But notice what happens. Every time you avoid the lesson, it comes back. It comes back. And that's because I believe life is very kind. It's a kind teacher. And every opportunity to learn, if we choose not to learn it right now, life will say, okay, that's fine, you can make that choice. But it will give us another opportunity to learn it again later. And notice this, so it might take longer to come back. And each time you avoid it, you also go lower. So have you heard the rock bottom? You hit rock bottom. So every time you come down, it gets more painful. And so at the very bottom, that's when you get slapped by life. So I've been slapped by life a few times. It's not a fun experience, but it definitely wakes you up, doesn't it? So if you were right there in that spot, you're right there right now and you're like, okay, something has to change. Something has to change. Suicide definitely is an option. There's also another option. You can learn what's going on in your situation, what's going on, what is creating this. And if you've been pushing yourself up against a wall over and over and over and over again, well, sometimes all it takes is just changing the direction a little bit, just changing the direction. And so instead of trying to walk into the wall, now I'm going to turn and walk along the wall and find the door. And I promise you, there's a door, there's a way through your situation. Wherever you're at right now, there is hope. There is a way to get through it. And it will pass. It will pass. It is temporary, I promise you that. And when you learn the lesson, then you take the high road. And then you can learn and learn. And notice that just because you learn the lesson, it doesn't mean there's not going to be more struggles and trials and valleys that come in your future. When you learn, all it means is that you have higher quality problems. There's no such thing as a problem-free life. There's only higher quality problems. You get that? So you could be homeless and live on the street and you're just trying to find food, and that's your struggle, trying to find your shelter and food. Or you might have a job, and now your struggle is you need to make sure you get to work on time. You need to make sure your uniform's clean. You got to make sure that you do what you're asked to at work. There's still problems. They're just different problems. And so in your life, you have the opportunity right now to learn. And so I ask you, if you are right now in this place where you've got lots of problems, you feel lots of pain, just ask, what is this teaching me? What am I learning? How can I turn my mess into a message? And it might be that there's a lot of pain, that there might be that you have some trauma and some things from the past that you need to release. And just like the clouds that are full of moisture, when they hit the mountain, they cannot rise up and over the mountain until they drop the water that's in them. And once they drop the weight, then they can rise up and go over the mountain. So too is your experience in life. When you hit things that are to grow you and cause you to move upwards in life, when you hit that, it's going to bring up stuff in you, the extra weight, the baggage, the stuff that's holding you back. And it can be very painful, and we might try to avoid it. And we might avoid it multiple times until it gets so painful that we're forced to make a choice. We're forced to make a choice. And at that, it's like, okay, we either learn or die. Just watching Ahsoka, I'm a Star Wars fan, and that was episode 5. Ahsoka had that decision, learn or die. That showed up in the episode. And so right now in your life, you get to make that choice. And here's the important thing. If you choose life, your story continues, your journey continues. And your life has a purpose. You are a miracle. You are needed. And you do make a difference. No matter what you feel right now, no matter how you're struggling or what you're going through, you make a difference. And there are other people that are struggling with similar situations that you would be able to help. But right now in your situation, maybe you need help through this. And so if you do, I ask you to ask for help. Reach out. Find a mentor, a life coach, a counselor, a friend. Find someone that can support you and help you through this dark time, because you are not alone. You will get through this, and you have support to help you get through it. And that's why I'm here with this channel every day, is to give a little bit of hope to help you cope with today, just to give a little bit of a light, just a little bit of a flicker. Because if I can help you say, okay, well, maybe I can get through this, and that little sliver of hope helps you get through today, that is the purpose of this channel. Because I believe in you. I believe that every single person on planet Earth is a miracle and has a purpose. I believe that wholeheartedly. And when we awaken to the reality that we are a miracle, that we have a purpose, that's where we'll find peace. That's where we'll find happiness and inspiration and hope, is when we have that experience where you know you were born for a reason. You were here for a reason. And it's a good reason. It's a miracle that you are here at this time. And so honor yourself with that. Allow yourself to experience the journey. You cannot experience the light without experiencing the darkness. The light and the darkness create one whole beautiful experience. And so if you are in the extremely dark phase right now, just know that the sunrise is going to be glorious. You're going to have a glorious sunrise, one of the most beautiful sunrises you've ever seen. And it's going to be worth it. I promise you it's going to be worth it. So just hold on. The sunrise is coming. And if it's at the darkest space right now, it's always darkest right before the dawn. And so remember, I'm here for you. I see you. I honor you. And I'm grateful for you. And I'm here for you every day. And so if this message today is for you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your experience and for you being a part of my experience. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Click the bell so you can get notifications, because I put out a video every day so that you can get the message for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And right now we have over 400 videos on this channel. So you can go back through and find the ones that resonate with you, find the ones that have the messages that you need for today, and just put it on play and just let it play through it. Create your own playlist, whatever you need to help you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I know that you are a miracle and that you have a purpose and that you're here for a reason. So just hold on. It's going to be a glorious, glorious sunrise that's coming. So thank you for being here with me today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.